Have you ever had one of those days where you got a lot done, you answered your emails, you helped the kids, you checked off your tasks, you cleaned your house, and yet you still felt exhausted? Not physically exhausted, but emotionally exhausted. And if that's you today, this video may explain why, because sometimes the problem it's not your schedule. Sometimes it's the pressure that you're carrying. So today we're talking about the difference between the peaceful rhythms and performance pressure, and why one leads to peace while the other leads to burnout. Hi mama, I'm Felicia Ball from Flourishing with Purpose. I help the Christian career working moms to create faith-filled harmony in their work, their family, and their personal life without burnout. And if you've been following this month's series on creating daily rhythms that protect your peace, then today's message is an important next step, because many of us as moms don't actually need another planner. They don't need another productivity hack. They need freedom from the pressure that's driving them. So, let's talk about it. Point number 1. Performance pressure always says, do more. Performance pressure is very sneaky. It sounds like, I should be doing more. I should be further along. I should have it all together. I should be able to handle everything. And before long, you're measuring your worth by your productivity. You start believing that reset must be earned, that slowing down is lazy, that saying no is selfish. But God never intended for us to live under that kind of pressure. Matthew 11:28 says, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Now, notice, Jesus didn't say, come to me when you've done enough. He says, come to me when you've earned rest. Come to me after you've completed your checklist. He simply says, come. That's grace. Come. That's grace. So, quick question. When was the last time that you rested without feeling guilty about it? Think about that for a moment. Many moms can't even remember. We can't even remember. And that's often a sign that performance pressure has quietly taken over. Point number 2. Peaceful rhythms flow from priorities, not pressure. Peaceful rhythms are different. Peaceful rhythms aren't about doing everything, but they are about doing what matters most. They create space for time with God, time with your family, time for responsibilities, and even time for rest, and time for your own well-being. So peaceful rhythm recognizes that every season looks different, and it allows flexibility, and they allow grace. They allow breathing room. This is why I love the story of Martha and Mary. Martha, she was busy serving. Mary was sitting at Jesus' feet. The problem wasn't Martha's work so much. The problem was her worrying and the distractions. Many moms today are living exactly like Martha. Busy, we're overloaded, we're running, we're serving, we're giving, but we're missing the peace available in God's presence. It's 3 signs that you're living under performance pressure. Let me give you the 3 quick signs. Number 1, you feel guilty when you rest. Number 2 is you constantly feel behind even when you're productive. Number 3, your peace disappears when things don't go accordingly to your plan. And if any of those sound familiar, please don't feel discouraged, because most of us have been there. I know I have, personally. But God is inviting you into a different way of living. It's a different way of living, you guys. Not hustle, not constantly striving, not consistent pressure, but harmony. Moms, your value does not come from how much you accomplish. Your value comes from who you belong to. You are God's daughter before you are an employee, before you are a wife, before you are a mother, before you are a caregiver. Before you accomplish anything, you are God's daughter, and you are absolutely loved. And that changes everything. It changes everything. So here's my question for you today. Which one do you struggle with most? The peace or the pressure? Let me know in the comments. And if this video encouraged you in any way, be sure to subscribe, because next week we're talking about something so many moms struggle with, and that is how to stop living in survival mode as a busy Christian mom. Until next time, remember, God never called you to live in hustle. He called you to walk with Him in harmony. I'll see you on the next video.